Hi beauties, welcome back, or welcome if it's your first time here. Always so happy to have you. Let's get into my bi-weekly roundup of my makeup stash, my makeup basket, caboodle, whatever. Let's get into it. Now I will say, I don't know, like this last week has been weird. I haven't really been wearing makeup all that often. I don't really know why. I just have, I don't know. It's just been a weird week. Like not for any particular reason. I don't know. I just like haven't felt like doing a whole lot. So whatever. That is what it is. Plus, I got my Auric order in the mail on Thursday, and ever since I got it, it's pretty much all I've been using. So I haven't been using a ton of the stuff in my stash for the last 4 or 5 days, but I've used it plenty. I used it today. I used it the 10 days before that. So I do feel like I still have gotten good use out of this stuff. I just have been obsessed with Auric, and spoiler alert, it's fucking amazing. It's probably even more amazing than what you can imagine. It's so nice. I'm wearing the Glow Lust today. I wore it as my primer, and then I also wore it as my highlight. It's phenomenal. Anyway, that's not what this video is about. Let's get into what was in my stash. So primer, I had my Milani, I gotta make sure I'm in frame. I'm sorry, this angle is so weird. My Milani Bright Side Illuminating Primer. I enjoyed this. It does what it claims. It's illuminating. I could tell a difference when I wore this. I did feel brighter, so I've enjoyed it. This Milani Glow Hydrating Skin Tint. I have light medium, and to be honest with you, I think I only wore this once, and I used it on top of my SPF, like underneath my foundation, and I don't have enough of an opinion to be like, oh my god, this is amazing, but I didn't hate it. I mean, it didn't, it worked fine with my makeup. It didn't like make anything pill up or look weird. It is glowy. I think it would be nice on those, I mean, I could see myself wearing this just by itself on days where I don't feel like I want to wear makeup, don't want a lot of coverage, but I still just want to look like, plump and radiant. I think this is a good product for that. It has just a very slight tinge of color to it, which is also nice. My foundations, my L'Oreal Infallible wear, really enjoyed this. I mean, this is up there with some of my favorite drugstore foundations. Very full coverage. I really only use like a pump of it, and that's plenty. And then my It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better. I'm actually wearing this today. Again, I'm only wearing like one pump. It's pretty liquidy. A little goes a long way. And I just think this is beautiful. Like, this is such a lightweight foundation, but it really does give you wonderful coverage, but it doesn't feel heavy on your skin. My skin doesn't look, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't feel like my skin looks cakey or like I'm wearing a full coverage foundation, but you look fuller coverage, if that makes sense. I really have enjoyed that. My spray, I'm almost done with this. I have probably 4 more uses out of it. I use quite a bit of my setting sprays when I use them. Like, I really just douse my face. So I probably only have a few more uses left of this, but I'm gonna keep that in, and I may end up having to pull my other spray in halfway through this rotation, but I like it. It's just a dewy setting spray. My Pat McGrath powder is incredible. I mean, how I feel about this. You know how most people feel about this. This is absolutely beautiful. I do not know how a powder that is this color translates to looking like nothing under your eyes. I mean, I can't even like tell I have powder on. It's not, you know, it's just, it's magic. My Radiant Cream Concealer, you know I love as well. I only have this and my Fit Me concealer. I'm probably just going to keep this in. I kept my Fit Me in for a couple rotations, so I'll just keep that in. My Essence False Lashes, I am going to go ahead and throw this one in the trash. I have a backup if I want to grab for it. It is my favorite mascara. So this Air Volume, I'm going to keep this in. I have enjoyed this. It does transfer a little bit. I don't think it's the worst that I've ever tried. This is what the wand looks like. If you can see that, pretty robust wand. But I feel like it does give me volume. I've actually been layering those two mascaras because I feel like this gives me good volume. That does a good job of like lengthening and also giving me volume. So I like the combination. Do I think I'll repurchase this? Like, do I love it like that? Probably not, but I've enjoyed using it. What else do I have to talk about? You know, I have all my normal stuff, you know, my brow products, my, oh my gosh, my glitter glues, you know, eye primers, that stuff. Okay, I'm just reaching off the top, no particular order. Rach Love's Pixie Highlighter Palette. This is really, really pretty. I used mainly these three shades here. Right there, and then these two big ones. I would usually just take my brush and just kind of swirl it in all of them, but this is really pretty. Like, this looks really, really just like glossy and beautiful on your cheeks. I've enjoyed using that. I think I might put a face palette in all of my rotations just because I don't feel like otherwise I'm gonna get a lot of use out of them. My Ulta bronzer, you know I love, but it's going back. This Wet n Wild palette I loved. I filmed with this guy. It's really, really nice just for like a super affordable drugstore everyday palette. Obviously you gotta like warm eyeshadow to get into this, but I'm wearing this and my Pat McGrath palette today. I used a couple of these shades just as like transition and crease shades, but it's worked beautifully. As always, I'll insert looks with this stuff if I remembered to take any. My Revlon Skin Lights Illuminator was beautiful. I did use this on camera as well, and I think that this is, if you, I don't know, like I don't know that they're total dupes. I haven't like swatched them side by side. I haven't done like a full deep dive into this versus the Auric, but you know, if you don't want to spend $45 on a beautiful liquid illuminator, I really do think that this would serve pretty much the same purpose. You could mix this in with foundation. Now, I do think this is a lot more noticeably glowy than the Auric. The Auric is more of like just a subtle, you know, natural looking glow. This I do feel like could be a little bit more harsh if you're not careful, but I think that it's beautiful. It's a beautiful liquid highlighter, and again, I think you could mix it in with your SPF. I think you could mix it in with foundation and get a really, really similar look. My Flower Blush Balm, you know how I feel about these. I'm wearing this today. Love it. Can't get enough of it. My Undone Beauty Blush, this is in Rosewood. These are beautiful as well. I mean, like, stunning. They're so pigmented, so easy to blend. It's fantastic. Continuing on, my new Essence blushes. I really enjoyed both of these. They don't look like much in the pan. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, they don't look like anything special, but they really are pigmented and really pretty and blend easily. So I enjoyed those as well. And my last blush is my Bare Minerals in the shade Mauve Sunrise. I really enjoyed this too. I can't remember how I applied this. It's called a Bounce and Blur blush. And it is, I don't know if you can tell, but it is a very, like, it's bouncy. It's sort of like a putty type blush. And that's the color right there. It's really, really pretty, really soft. I can't remember how I applied this. I think I actually did just take my brush and put it right in there and on my cheeks, and it worked really well. Easy to blend. My Milani Highlight, I only used this once, but I was worried that this would be like glittery. I was worried that this would be like just too like chunky of a formula for me, like it just wouldn't be what I'm into. Hopefully you can see that. It just wouldn't be like what I'm into anymore, but I actually liked this. I did think it looked really pretty. Okay, sorry. I was just saying, like, I like the highlight. It's not like a standout in my collection is all I mean, you know, if that makes sense. Oh, okay, so these were not originally in my stash, but I ordered these online. I got them maybe a week ago, but the new Elf Camo Cc Cream. I got a couple different colors just because, I don't know, like I'm terrible at choosing shades online. I have 210N and I have 240W. I usually just do like half a pump of each, mix them together. This does have, I've only used this a couple times, has amazing coverage. I think that it makes my skin look amazing, but I do find that it's not like super long wearing. I do find like throughout the day it does wear off on my chin, like around my nose. So I don't know if you're a person that really needs like a super long wearing foundation or CC cream. I don't know, that might not be it, but it is really pretty. It's very, very pretty. My BH Sweet Shop palette, Cotton Candy. I only used this once. Didn't film with it, I don't think. No, I didn't film with it. Like I said, I just, like last week was weird. I just haven't felt like doing anything. Like really haven't felt like filming. I don't know why. Nothing is like going on. Nothing in my life is like different. I just haven't wanted to do anything. But this palette is beautiful, as you know. I didn't film with this, but I did wear this look in a video. Enjoyed it. And then my Pat McGrath Divine Rose 2. Again, I didn't film with this, but I used this. I'm actually wearing this gold shade. I'm wearing that gold shade all over my lids today, and that I'm wearing a couple shades from this actually. I'm wearing that gold shade, and then I'm wearing like this aubergine color, that plum color in my outer V. So love it. What else can I say? And then my Lippies, I did wear all of these. I'm actually wearing my DJ's Unique. I always want to say boutique. I don't know why, but this says boutique. So I'm wearing her lipstick today. Love it. I think it's gorgeous. It's such a pretty nude color, and even for being like a matte formula, it goes on great. It doesn't like skip on your lips. It doesn't tug. It's comfortable. I love it. My Milani Empress, I did wear this in a video. I wore this with my Wet n Wild palette and then my Maybelline On Fire Red. I don't think I filmed with this, but of course I wore it off film. Love it. And I think that's it. I think that's everything that, you know, aside from the stuff that always stays in. So let me organize this stuff, move some stuff around, and we'll get to my collection. Okay, we find ourselves back at my collection. Let's pick out some stuff, starting with base products. I kind of want to keep that Elf CC Cream in there, but I kind of don't. I don't know. I don't know if there's anything that I'm really like dying to use. I think I might just do, I don't know, I'm just in the mood to do something like easy, something that I know looks good, if I can find it. I'm looking for, I just want to use my True Match, and I know that this isn't exciting, but this is just one of my favorites. I'm going to use this, and I probably will keep that Elf CC Cream in there, and have my my glow tints there. So a combination of those three is going to be what I'm using. I think I'm only going to pull in one primer again, just because I do have those glow tints, and those are going to sort of double as primers for me as well. So what do I want to do? Let's just go with this. Let's go with my Milani Soft Focus Glow. Haven't used it in a while, but I love it. We'll do that. Oh, powder. Let's do, I haven't used my Fenty in a while. We'll do my Fenty cream, Jesus. Pro Filter powder in butter. One of my favorites. Like, I love the way it smells. I love the way it looks. Love everything about it. Okay, bronzer. The bronzer struggle. I need to try some new bronzers, okay? If you have a bronzer that you are just really feeling, really into, doesn't matter if it's drugstore or high-end, like, please let me know, because I just am on a struggle bus with bronzers right now. So for that reason, I honestly think I'm just going to I think I'm just going to keep it super unexciting, boring. Is that the word? Is whatever. I'm going to use my Fenty cream, and then actually, you know what? Why don't I just pull this in here? My Physicians Formula, because I don't use this and I don't know if I really love it. So we'll get some use out of it. Decide if I want to give it the boot or not. Blush. Okay, I typically only look in this drawer for blush, but I always forget that I actually do have some Milani blushes down here. And again, these are not like my favorite formula. What do I want to use? Ooh, that's bold. Blushing Berry. Do I want that? I know I've had the nude one in rotation before. I don't know, like Valentine's Day is coming up, so I kind of want to use some things that are like bright and fun and, you know, pinks and corals, and maybe I'll try this one. I'll try Blushing Berry. I'll do that, and then I of course do sort of want a more subdued blush, which, you know what, I actually think I'm going to put a few things in here because I just don't feel like I'm getting the best use out of my blushes. So again, I want to do several things. I want to have options. So let's do, I want my Luminoso, my Milani Luminoso. Have not used this in so long. Let's do that. I'm thinking of even pulling in one of my Fenty creams. Let's see. Petal Pop in. Yeah, let's do that. That's like a fairly neutral color. I mean, it's pink, but let's do that. Highlight. Oh, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna have a ton of blushes, but I did get the Colourpop Wild Nothing collection, and okay, I'm gonna try to open these. There's one blush, super neutral. I haven't used that one on the cheeks yet, so I do want to try that. This one I wore with just like a super like no makeup look. I just threw on my Auric Glow Tint, and then I threw some of this blush on, and it was really pretty. So I do want to get some use out of both of those too. So we'll do that. I know that's a ton of blush, but as far as mascara, I'm going to keep that air volume in there. I probably will end up, you know what? I'm just going to throw this one in there too. This Essence I Heart Extreme Crazy Volume Mascara. I have used this once in the past. It was years ago, but I loved it. So let's give it another whirl. What do I want to do? Gosh. Let's do this. I want to use my Stila. This is the Heaven's Hue highlighter. I have the shade Kitten. Let's do that. It's really, really pretty. Again, it's sort of one of those, like, I don't know if you can tell. It's like a, you know, like a putty, softer sort of highlight. We'll do that. And then I actually think I want to use a face palette, like I had mentioned. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to pull in a face palette. Eyeshadows. Oof. Okay. I do want to use these. I'm going to pull in all my Wild Nothings. Okay, so there's the Wild Nothing palette, warm neutrals, boring, and then all the, I'm going to pull these in, the super shocks. Again, they're just browns. All those are going in. Definitely, I just got this in the mail, you guys. I ordered this, I think, like back in December, maybe even end of November. I hadn't got a tracking update on this since the beginning of January. Which is ridiculous. So I had just kind of resolved myself to like, okay, well, I guess I'm never getting that palette. Like, it must have gotten lost in the mail, and then just all of a sudden it showed up this week. So it's stunning. I mean, you couldn't have a more perfect Valentine's Day palette. You just couldn't. So I'm gonna get some use out of that. And what else? Do I want anything else? You know what? I think I am gonna go ahead and pull this into my native palette. I know that gives me like two very warm neutral palettes, but that's just kind of what I'm feeling, and I'm not sorry about it. This is the Sun Dipped one. This is like one of the oldest things in my collection, and yeah, I need to get some use out of it before I get rid of it, because it's about time. Lips. What do I want? Definitely something fairly neutral. You know what? I want to pull this in. This is the Milani Bold Matte. This is in the shade I Am Happy. And it's just really pretty. It's unique. It looks pretty red on camera here, but it's actually like, it's kind of corally, but it's just a unique shade. And I want to use that. Oh, what else? Maybe I'll do I want like a pink? I'll pull this in. This is always fun to use. My NYX Extreme Shine Lip Cream in Dolly Girl. I like that. And then we will just do, let's pull in just something neutral. You know what? I actually want to do one of these. One of my Revlon Ultra HD vinyl lip polishes. These are beautiful, and I couldn't tell you what shade this is. I'm so sorry. But it's just a nude, neutral, yeah. So we'll do that. Hey everybody, editing me. I'm here trying to edit this video before I start work, and I realized that I accidentally got like delete happy, and I deleted the whole video at the end where I like show you everything I picked out, I organize it, it's like a whole nice little ASMR moment. I deleted it, so I apologize, but hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. Always appreciate you watching. If you like this kind of content, if you've made it this far, please consider subscribing, give me a like, comment. I love this little community. I would love to have you stick around for some more content, but as always, take care of yourselves and take care of each other, beauties. Until next time.